Welcome to the Take It Home podcast. Podcast so bad we really should just take it home. I am one of your hosts, Doc Simmons. You can find me on all social media at Doc Simmons 17. We're just riding with the Yo Mama's favorite tag team, them out of town shooters today. So I'll give the hot tag to my partner. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna try to bring in that gold retriever energy, baby. Zach Hendricks. Find me on all social media at Z Hendricks Brand. Look up Country Air at Country Air Official for Facebook and Instagram, and then Country Air Brand on X.
Yes. And Perch, you can find him on all social media at Perch XLV. Hashtag for the for the ref brand and Waffles Take It Home podcast.
Waffles.
Perch is in Japan this week, so we're wishing him a good and safe time. I'm sure he's killing it, but we're just going to keep it rocking right here at home. Zach, I know you were disappointed in your breakfast this week.
Bro, it just everyone's gonna hear we had this long drive, but we made it in time for breakfast at the hotel, which is like pretty cool.
Yeah, which
And
was very clutch.
A bit of sausage, and it squirted like all over my beard, and Doc had a good laugh.
Yes, it was disgusting. I was lucky. They had a pancake maker. I had me one of those pancakes, and it was serviceable. But the hotel was nice overall. Coffee was hot. Pancake was solid.
I got to take I took a bunch of those Yoplait yogurts up to the room, so I was thriving.
Yeah, that was good. And though he's not here, we're going to keep thriving with a banger of the week. And
Let me get the hot tag on this.
You got it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do one for the homie Dysfunction. Our home in Milwaukee, ICW Dysfunction loves this song for us. It's Wind Blow by Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Oh, yes. Constantly pitching for us to change our entrance song to that when he remembers.
Yeah, and so if you guys are listening, if you love your mama's favorites, maybe give that song a listen, because maybe one day we'll have to go out in ICW with it. I mean, preferably we're gonna stay with the Dirty Nelly with the country grammar, but Wind Blow, I had to get it on the podcast.
Yep, might as well. Yeah, give it its proper respect. Entrance songs are always a weird thing. We talk about it like sometimes we want to change it, but try to be a brand like Coke.
Yeah, CJ Cole changing songs. CJ Cole.
Yeah, every 3 shows.
Yeah, it's got to be a bald guy who does crazy flipping athletics things, because people can give Bobby V shit, but Bobby V's athletic, but they're bald. Different songs every month.
Yeah, I don't get it, but I mean I do get it, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like smart business. Whatever. Hey, I know you watched Saw. Did you watch any wrestling?
Oh, we watched the NXT pay-per-view.
Oh, yep, we did.
The PLE.
Yes, PLE. No Mercy.
No Mercy. I'm not gonna lie. Every match on that card was really fucking good, and I know people are shitting on Angel Garza and Humberto, but for being a knockoff of the American Wolves with the look, but I dig the look. Clearly, I stole that look.
Yeah, we did the same thing.
Yeah, who cares? And they had some cool moves that I am definitely stealing. Cool tag combos, but even the main event, the women's main event match, it was the right call to be the main event. Becky and Tiffany had a really good match. For her being a Barbie, she got hardcore.
Nice. Yeah, no, it was when I saw the card, I know I passed out at some point, but yeah, I enjoyed what I saw. Yeah, I especially loved the actually just the opening video with the tribute to arguably their best video game of all time.
The No Mercy intro was so dope, and also can we dude, Baron Corbin's so freaking over.
Yeah,
it's weird. NXT loves him. They cheered Corbin the whole time.
Well, he's a homegrown, so that makes sense. And his lone wolf run was great. It just felt short.
No, the lone wolf was dope, but everything after, not this. Ever since he shaved his head bald, it just kind of stuck. But I get why. I get it. The skull that was not good, but like it's just like ever since he had that match with Gable, unfortunately, like it didn't go the way they wanted, and like he was just super freaking over.
Yeah. No, but yeah, really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed everything I saw. Did you watch anything else? Do you want to put over the Saw movies?
Bro, yeah. We and Doc were on the road. You know, we don't post it like a lot of people, but on the road for like 28 hours total. So within like 28 hours of being on the road, I was able to watch Saw 1 through 6.
There we
But I
yeah.
was able to watch Saw 1 through 6. I've always wanted to see the Saw series, but every time I want to start it, I always realize I have to commit my time to it because they're long movies and there's 10 of them. But now I'm already over halfway through from
Yes.
a weekend.
Progress was made on a lot of our backlogs.
Yeah, I mean, I also got to I watched a match from MAW where we uh our second match there where we took on Royal Flavor for obvious reasons.
Yeah. Yeah. Um yeah. I mean, me in a similar vein, I did watch a Royal Flavor match. I watched their July match against Bang Bros. Always
Hey,
gotta
you can't say that. It's a cease and desist. We
oh
can't
yeah.
lose to take it home podcast, baby.
Please don't sue us. We have literally no money. Um
We have like the 20s of 30s of fans listening. Do not cancel this podcast.
uh yeah, Banging Matthews versus Royal Flavor. Watch that. Um Devo was killing me. He too is a timeless wrestler. Um watch that. Oh, I know I watched some of Dynamite last week, but I can't really remember it at this moment. Um and yeah, I mean, really, just a lot of scouting future matches that we've got coming up. Watch some Iniestra matches. Watch some Victor Analog and Billy McNeil. So those are some opponents we got coming up. Got to study, scout the competition, make sure that your mama's favorites come out on top.
Yes, sir. And like uh I'm about to watch Fastlane tonight, so that's the plan for tonight.
Okay. Um, got Raw on right now. Um,
Dude, yeah, I don't want to watch. I like, haven't looked up anything on Raw just because I don't want to like ruin. I mean, I've seen spoilers, but I
uh,
try hard not to see the spoilers as much as I can, but not
um,
always successful.
yeah, we'll turn it on during the triple threat between Jonah and Ricochet. That was fun back end that I came into. DIY back together doing an interview. Great to see those guys. Will be interesting to see how they translate to the main roster. But super excited for it.
Love me some DIY. And like, I forgot to put this over. Did you realize last week's main event on Raw was our Evolve seminar tryout?
Oh, I did not realize it, but now that you mention it, yes.
Yeah, I was watching it. And I was like, "Yo, it just like I was like, it's Walter and
Tommaso.
it's Walt. The Packers are doing well. I apologize if you hear the noise in the background. Jack is doing his ritual for the game,
No, okay, that's fair. That's
unlike you yesterday with your fantasy and your Giants.
yeah, that was a rough one. Yeah. Yeah, watch football. Sadly, things were not going good for the Giants at all.
Going
And
well for the Bears. We're undefeated as of a week ago. We haven't lost a game since like last week. We're undefeated.
well, congratulations. I wish I could say the same.
Undefeated since last week. The Bears have not lost a game, so that's bragging rights for me.
And now I have to wonder how bad Daniel Jones' neck injury is after we paid him all that money.
Oh damn.
Yeah, so awesome times and to be a Giants fan right now. We've teased it enough. Why don't we talk about our trip this past weekend? Yeah, long drive, 28 hours round trip. to Sydney, Montana for Flashback Pro Wrestling.
Yes, sir. Sydney, Montana. You know, we did the drive after work Friday. I watched the first three Saws, watched the pay-per-views. We got to the hotel at around 8:30 a.m. where we had sausage squirting on our face, but it all didn't matter. After a cat nap, we were able to go to the venue and open up the show with as Perch would say, a banger.
Yes, very much a banger. It was us versus Royal Flavor. This is our second time with those guys. Very nice, young, up and coming tag team. I feel like they've been working together for like a year now. They have been, if you've been paying attention, they've been running. It's been weird, I guess, for us because we noticed like, oh, we are, I guess, the generation before of tag team wrestling. And they're running through our generation right now, so it's a pleasure, it's an honor to take a young tag team and try to get them where you are, and to see where you were in them. It's fun.
I like the fact that like being a young tag team, like and they have like as many opportunities as they do. Some people would let that get to their head, but they're very humble and they were very like you just tell like they respected us as a tag team. Like they didn't look at us as like, oh, these guys are nobodies. When they got in the ring, they knew they had a competition right across from them.
Yep. Yep.
Um,
Guys, hope all the success in the world. Hoping that they continue to get better. Yep, and pulling the curtain back. Definitely marked improvements from the last time. From those two. So
we
uh,
had two redemptions, bro.
yep, two redemption spots. Now I got to get my redemption for the next one because I didn't enjoy how I took that arm drag. Um,
Yeah, I gotta get my redemption on the elbow drop.
yeah, yeah. I mean, your redemption on the elbow drop is either we just do it the other way around or you go all the way up top.
You're going all the way up top, baby.
That's fine.
Murder from the top rope, itchy and scratchy, death from above.
All right. Itchy and scratchy, death from above. We will. All right, off the top from now on. Stop being scared. Just hit them. But
Yeah.
yeah, good match. The Montana crowd rolled in late, but it was a nice fill. Unfortunately, those young boys kind of ran circles around us and were able to come up with the win. But it seems like we'll do this again at some point.
Yeah, bro. Great crowd. Some new faces in the locker room we haven't met. Old familiar faces. Super fun. I don't. Montana's a quiet state, and you could tell they were desperate for some wrestling. Shout out to Dude Love. He was in the crowd.
Yeah. Guy was an awesome dude love cosplay. So awesome.
I would like to say successfully. Doc and I like to paint states different colors, and we painted that whole crowd blue and pink.
Yes, big fans of that. Montana was a big fan of the shirts and stuff, and actually merch from everybody. They were like just super happy to have wrestling there. Looking at some of the comments, it looks like some people came from traveled to be there. So yeah, they were super excited. It was awesome to just be there for them and have them take it in. You definitely didn't know what was going on or what to expect, but happy to bring that to them.
There's also we forgot to mention we knocked out another new state.
Yes, and knocked out another new state. So um when people ask what's in Montana, what's out there, wrestling is out there now.
Flashback Pro is out there, baby.
Flashback pros out there, that's what's in Montana. And hopefully it seems like a newer company, hopefully they continue to grow, and it all works out for them.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah. Short weekend. We just had the one because of the long drives. But we can go ahead and get to the topic. Zach, Bloodline storyline. Is that still the top story in wrestling right now?
I think if you asked me a couple of weeks ago, I would have said no. but I think that they realize another faction is getting some steam, and we're building up to a civil war.
Okay.
Like I feel like not a civil war, we're building up to like an end game. Like I
Yeah.
like the fact that they're lining Judgment Day up with Bloodline. I mean, you might see a little civil war because I feel like those guys will have some combustible elements where they will like have a match. But like, I'm excited to see that. Like, I feel like you think it's over and it's not over, and it's good the way they're doing it. Everyone thought certainly Jimmy when Jay left, it could be over. When Jimmy left, it could be over. When the like when Cody was there, this could be the end, and like it just keeps going to the next thing, to the next thing, to the next thing, and like I don't know how long this is gonna run, but like they haven't got off the track yet. Like everyone, I feel like everyone's still interested.
I agree and disagree. So
Nope, you can't disagree.
uh I disagree that Bloodline is the biggest story because I think it's Judgment Day. And I think uh Bloodline is hanging on thanks to the Judgment Day.
Well,
I,
that's I guess that's kind of the way I meant. Like the judge, like since they're in line with the Judgment Day and like that whole storyline's together. But yeah, I would then agree with what you just said and retract my
that's
statements.
that's also like my thing. I think that's a one of just many parts of the Judgment Day storyline because yeah, you have the internal strife um that's going on, and then for the most part they each have their own stories. We kind of got to see Rhea putting Dom in his place before the pay-per-view. We see Rhea, after definitely becoming more angry after the return of Nia Jax and what that means for her. Um, Damian Priest looking for a chance to cash in. Um, for me, I think right now Judgment Day is the biggest story, and then,
Yeah, I think like they have like the power struggle with like I feel like it's more with Rhea and like Finn too. Like Finn has that like he was the leader, now he's like fallen like he has his own trust issues with the Judgment Day is what I'm trying to say.
oh yeah,
His story kind
definitely.
of
That's why he brought in JD McDonough. You know,
yeah,
have a soldier in his corner. That's his boy. So
yeah.
it's a little thing like that. It's a faction within the faction that's done a bit better than House of Torture.
I would agree.
Um,
But
and I think potentially what we'll see, depending on how long they ride this, I think Christian Cage has a chance to be the biggest story in wrestling.
oh, with how he ended Dynamite with Edge.
Not just with Edge, but his constant abuse of children. I think Edge is a big thing, but yes, the abuse of children, his this father figure character, I think it has some legs.
I can see Christian. Like he's definitely like the big like one of the biggest talks about. I mean, you see the memes all the time. Keep this guy away from this guy.
Yeah.
Keep this talent away from him.
hmm
I mean,
I
he's
mean that's the thing. And if we're talking memes at this point, I think for as dominant of a meme game Rhea has been, Christian might be encroaching right now at the moment.
I would agree. I'm like excited to see without Edge in AEW what Christian's gonna do more of.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
had something I was gonna say too. I can't think of it now. We'll figure it out.
All right. I mean, after that, we can just go on and talk about our upcoming weekend, brother.
Big weekend. Another big weekend.
Yes, very big weekend. Um, Thursday, we are headed down to Granite City, Illinois for St. Louis Anarchy Canvas of Dreams. Yes, that
Yes, sir. We like been to St. Louis twice before. Um, St. Louis is like the people talk about the old school. They are old school to a T. You earn those opportunities. They make you like work the pre-shows, and it's not just like, oh, we don't like you, you're gonna be on the pre-show. They want to see new talent. It's how the crowd's gonna respond before they get on the main show. And we were able to have two opportunities, succeed in both, and now we're on the main show, baby, and it's time to show out.
Yes, yes, and probably one of the bigger matches of our career. It'll be us and Brogan Finley versus Technicolor Hardcore. Billy McNeil, Victor Analog, and Shaza McKenzie. Um, we got six guys in that match that can really go. But not to toot our own horn, I think we are the most tenured just team out of the six.
Yeah, I would agree. Like, I don't want to be like overconfident or anything, but we've been tagging for 4 or 5, almost 5 years now. We have that chemistry, and I think we haven't tagged with Brogan Finley, but we've hung out with Swoggle. We know his family's history. They like to throw down, and that's our style.
Yep. Um, and we've had, if you've paid attention, we've had a lot of 6-man tags lately. So we are now well versed in, adding that extra person in there.
Yes, sir. Even if we don't like him, like the Beta Sora,
Yeah, Betasaurus. Yeah, even if you don't like us, we gonna make this work.
we're gonna make you look special, Betasaurus.
Yes. So looking forward to it. It'll be a nice trip. Uh yeah, and hopefully we come up with the win in our main show debut. But then Saturday, where are we going?
Saturday, we go into a spot that Doc's been wanting to wrestle in forever. I think
Yes.
a spot where it made him fall in love with independent wrestling, or at least he's been there a lot. But
Yes.
I know from the get go, Doc has always told me I would love to wrestle in LaSalle, Illinois.
Yes. Yes, I have. This one means a lot. Wrestling at the Knights of Columbus in LaSalle. Yeah, where I really started going to indie shows with the lady. Lots of good memories there. And I get to make my debut with the homie for Dreamwave Wrestling. So
Yes, sir. They like we if you saw our promo, we weren't lying. Dreamwave does bring in the best talent all over the country, all over the world. They had Ultimo Dragon there last show. I mean, they had Alex Shelley. I mean, they have tag titles. That's a big key point.
yeah, yep.
Wasted, but now they got country air, and we like these big matches, like, they're not ones to sleep on. Like, this is our first impression. Show sold out. Bret Hart's in the building. We got to do. We got to look good.
Yep.
Get that big old W and shove in Victor, whatever his last name's face is. I'm gonna say it wrong all the time. I say Ernesto, but it's like Erie Nesto or something.
Iniestra.
See, I won't say it right. I apologize for absolutely nothing, bro.
It's all good. But no, yeah, this is a good one. And then yeah, to have Zeke Zishi across the ring from us, somebody who's opened a lot of doors from us. It will be an honor to beat his faction in our debut.
I mean, yeah, Zesh has definitely done a lot for us. I mean, he's a promoter that has given us like tag matches that we never dreamed of. Like, we got to work Fly Death because of Zesh. So apologize for crushing your form tag dreams, Zesh.
Nope, yep. So super excited for this one. And then yeah, I think that's it. Uh just relax the rest of the weekend. Um all right, and with that, I think it's probably hey, start taking it home. Any final thoughts or questions, brother?
Let's get, I guess, like, we could like make this a little bit beefier and get a little conspiracy, especially, like, I know Perch doesn't like to do it, but you can get down on this. Do you think with the bloodline, the Judgment Day intertwined, everyone's talking about who's going to dethrone Roman? How are they going to do it? Well, you got El Senor, Money in the Bank, standing right there.
Yeah.
And, bringing him close, working with Paul Heyman. Rhea's playing this role where she's calling shots, but it could be very deceiving. It is a heel on heel team. Like, you don't trust a heel. What do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think it's
I
Damian Priest now, the guy
think
to
that
throw?
he's like a face turn for Priest, and I don't know if now's the time.
I mean, no, but like we're not talking about time. As you can tell, this Bloodline story has been 3 years.
Yeah, I
Judgment
mean,
Day
yeah,
is
it
now
doesn't have
starting it.
now, but I feel like doesn't shouldn't he be having to cash in soon? Doesn't
He
it?
has to cash in before the next Money in the Bank, which would be in July.
Oh,
So
so still got some time.
yeah,
Uh,
I think
no, I can definitely see it going that way. I mean, even I mean, I definitely think that they could because Rhea's basically a face, just in a heel stable. And I do think a betrayal from Paul Heyman leading to Rhea telling Damian Priest to cash in could happen.
I can see that. If you don't see that, like right now in WWE, the landscape, who do you think's the guy? Is it still Jay, or who do you think's the guy now to take it off Roman?
Nope, I'm gonna still go with main event Jay.
I'm gonna switch my answer, and I think it's just because like he's super over right now. Like I feel like it's gotta be LA Knight right now. Like
LA Knight is a good pick. The only thing that deters me from LA Knight is everybody else that's been hot in their moment.
but
Like,
that's the thing. Like I feel like they're hot in their moment, but you don't pull the trigger.
yeah,
Like Roman's had it for a long time. Like I mean, eventually the trigger's gonna have to get pulled, and right now this guy has out of your top five shirts, he's in the top four.
yeah. Because I mean, I think some viable people for him to have lost it to are Owens and Zayn. I think you could have pulled the trigger on those two.
Oh, dude, Sami Zayn in Canada. The
Yeah,
only thing I didn't like about that whole thing is like they should have just waited till that match to debut, bring back his old song.
so that's my only thing. But I definitely do have it since Bria said don't, that eventually she will say yes. And
Yeah, I think it's like eventually like if this goes, if they could do it right, they could be having Paul Heyman think he has the Judgment Day under his thumb, but the whole time they're playing the game,
yeah, I can definitely.
like the movie Saw. I will say, Doc will everything like you got. If you like storytelling, I was telling Val, if you like storytelling, they tie everything together very well in those movies.
Yeah.
And it's always a plot twist. And the
Those,
plot twist can be Rhea's been setting up Damian Priest this whole time and acting like she has heat with him till
mhm.
you work over Paul Heyman. This is a Saw plot twist. I've been studying. See, I've been tape studying.
There we go. We're always learning something.
We
Um,
were told by a great mind, look outside of wrestling to learn wrestling.
yep, yep. And then for me, follow us on all social medias. Tell us down in the comments if you think Bloodline is still the biggest story in wrestling. Like, share, and subscribe. Tell promotions to book us because we like to wrestle and wrestling's been especially good, and we'd like to keep that momentum going. This has been the Take It Home podcast. Y'all be easy. One.